tooth missing.
Hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea.
All right, so JT is feeling froggy, and she getting that Cardi B on her latest track. Okay, let's check it out.
She ate crab legs, now her whole tooth missing. Cheap ass Veneers.
Now this is a reference to
How y'all doing, mother?
So yeah, I know y'all remember when Cardi had the Krishan tooth.
You stay talking shit. Put a marker to this bitch, she so counterfeit.
All right. So that's the diss, you know, put a marker to her. She's so counterfeit, you know, like when you put the marker on the fake money. I get it. Here's my thing. Now, before I even get into this, I always wondered when that video came out with Cardi B and her tooth. I used to say, I wonder if Krishan felt like Cardi was taking her style with the missing tooth. Like, I used to always think that. Like, I know Krishan somewhere like, oh, these bitches taking my style. They want to knock out their tooth to be like me because I got the clout, right? Anyway, so the minions are clapping back. Y'all know the minions are JT, Bia, Akbar, anybody who is like a toy soldier at Nicki Minaj's side. Now, let's not get it twisted. Cardi has been going at the minions, Bia and JT, because it looks like she's afraid to go at Nicki directly, so she want to take shots at JT and Bia and anybody who is next to Nicki Minaj. Because she had a couple of shots for JT and Bia in her last couple of singles, okay? After the Gag City meetup, JT is charged up like a Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. She even got the gold hair on the cover of this single. She ready. Not to mention, her man is out here voguing and popping. Uzi, he hitting the splits on stage. I saw Uzi hit the splits 5 times in a row.
Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Another one.
It was almost like, he didn't have a penis. I didn't understand it, but you know, Uzi out here popping right now. JT is like, hold on, we both popping, and she been on her single grind. You know, people like Glorilla, they can make fun of her performing at cabarets and whatnot, but she's really in the same position that Offset is in. Because to me, you can't say nothing about where JT is performing at if you don't look at some of these other artists who can't book these big venues either, like Cardi B's husband. And I wonder if Nicki put a battery in JT's back and said, you can't let that ghetto New York Latina come at you like that. You gotta clap back. And I'm just wondering, is this a coordinated attack by Team Nicki Minaj? Because I felt like when they did the Gag City meetup, I said they might be preparing to go at somebody. And Megan has been quiet. I think Nicki is rejoicing that Hiss has kind of fallen off and that Megan is out here shaking her ass, trying to get another hit. Because that song Megan did with Glorilla, it ain't really doing no numbers. So Nicki is not worried about Megan right now. By the way, the timing is kind of funny because this JT OK record is a sample of Jeezy. I think it's that song Trap or Die. And you know, Jeezy has got caught up in the news with Jeannie Mae. So sometimes it's just crazy how, you know, the timing of things and how one thing could happen and then the next thing is like, oh, this is correlated to this. And I wonder if that would affect the sales of this song. But I don't know, because I don't know if people really care that much about that Jeezy, Jeannie Mae thing, and she's throwing out accusations now about Jeezy did something to her. I don't know how people feel about that, really. I seen people talking about it, but I don't know if it's going to become a thing where people trying to label Jeezy as an abuser. But just something to point out as well. Now, I wonder also how Cardi B is going to take this, because I remember when Bia was coming at her, I saw her go live and it seemed like she was talking about Bia, talking about bitches want to get at her when she's vulnerable and they talk to you on the phone. I think she was talking about Bia. And so, you know, sometimes Cardi could be emotional. I think she was on live being emotional about something the other day. And sometimes, you know, she feels like she's bullied and she in a bad place and she don't want to put out music. So I'm wondering if she'll, you know, kind of boss up and get in the booth, or will she go live and try to get at JT after hearing this? But she is in good spirits right now, because I saw her flexing this $500,000 Richard Mille that Offset bought her. And so it looks like her and Offset are in good terms right now. And so maybe she's feeling happy, because I noticed when Cardi's music is doing well, she's happy. When Offset is acting like he got some sense, she's happy, you know. So maybe she'll get in the booth. But still, like I said, why don't you go at Nicki? Why you keep wasting your time with the minions? JT was just on Twitter arguing with Glorilla. In a certain sense, I feel like Cardi is above a JT beef. I feel like Cardi is above a Bia beef, in my opinion. But I guess if niggas out there giving you smoke, you gotta clap back, right? Because right now everybody is into the rap beef thing with the Drake situation and all of that stuff, right? But before I get out of here, I want to ask y'all the last question, because this is going back to that Gag City tour. And I hear a lot of people saying now that they wonder if Nicki is really committed to her rapper friends. And more specifically, JT, because some people feel like JT is one of her friends, talking about Nicki, who is kind of really on the move right now. JT's on her solo grind. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, you know, people can talk about JT and she's performing at these small venues. But hell, Offset has been performing at these small venues too. And she could use a boost. I feel like she could use a little bit more of a Nicki Minaj cosign. And Nicki was so quick to cosign Ice Spice and make her the princess of the rap game. Why can't JT get a similar cosign? Some people feel like JT should have got a solo at Gag City. She shouldn't have had to share that with the other girls. Even though I felt really happy for Akbar getting that moment. But still, some people say, why won't Nicki show love to the dark-skinned girl? Or JT, who's already really got some motion going on. And it would kind of make sense, right? JT, it ain't like Nicki got to do a whole bunch to get JT popping. JT is already doing her own thing. Why won't Nicki just give her a stamp or just a real big cosign? Even though some people could say that, you know, JT has already got a Nicki Minaj cosign. We know that they friends. Isn't that enough? But I guess some people say Nicki could do more. I don't know. I'm just asking y'all, what do y'all think about that? But let me know what y'all think about this beef. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.